Hello and welcome to another Let's Play Minecraft episode of Rocket World. Today we're going to work on the trial chamber we discovered under this island in episode 5. I think it would be great to have a nice entrance and staircase taking us down, and a little preparation room too. Also, there are a few unexplored chambers there, so it will be a good opportunity to try out our maxed out leather armor and wooden weapons. So, let's jump in and get started. We're standing on top of the tower that we made in the last episode, and the trial chamber entrance is just over where those larger trees are and a bit below. So I think it'd be quite nice to have something visible from here, from the centre of the island, where we can see all of the builds that we put together. So the trial chamber seems to go down from here and then right down low, and then it's over here somewhere. So we've got a big long staircase we're going to work on, and then have a little preparation room down here, and then we'll have a play in the trial chamber a bit later on. And for the time being, I'm going to go and get some materials, and then I'll meet you over there to do some work. Here we are at the entrance to the trial chamber. As you can see, I have made a footpath that comes all the way around and up to here, and there is our trading hall that we made a couple of episodes ago. And the the trial chamber is all the way down the bottom there, and to be visible from the tower, which is somewhere over there, we're going to have to make quite a big grand entrance, I think. And I do have to keep an eye out what's going on around here, because there are some nice dark spaces for things to spawn in around here. So I'm going to start digging this out, same as our mine shaft, 3 wide going down here. So that should be plenty of refills on the durability of our wooden tools. So we'll see how that goes, but I think getting a nice straight tunnel all the way down to the trial chamber is going to be the first priority. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay, now I'm about halfway down, and already I need a pit stop because my pickaxe is just about to break, so I'm going to have to go and do a little bit of trading here with the villagers, and then we should be ready to go again. Now we've got to quite an interesting point, because the staircase comes down to the trial chamber roof and it goes partially through it, and I've been going around it, but I think I might take it through here and see where it takes us. I think that might be a nicer way of doing it. In fact, it's probably not going to make a huge amount of difference going straight. I was hoping we might get a little bit of a view of the trial chamber. Oh, we will a tiny bit, but only a little bit as we come through the other side. So at least we'll know we're sort of arriving in that area as we come to the bottom of the stairs. Okay, now we have a staircase going all the way down to the bottom there, and what I want to do is I want to be able to build up a gateway in this area, and a wall style and a ceiling style as we go down, which is going to be similar to the way we've done our mines. So I'm going to get a whole load of these, and we're going to put in a whole load of these as well. So these are going to go down here, so alongside the staircases, obviously, like that. And we want to have something at this level here going up. That's going to be our gate. I don't think it's going to be this. I think I'm going to have this wood, but that's just a temporary marker. And then every 5 that we go down, so 15, 20, this is going to have a blocked out area like that. And then I'm going to take out all of these blocks here, and let's have a look and see. It's going to be a bit complicated, because if we take this little section here, that's going to go in there like that, but then on top of that we're going to have that, and then we're going to have that, take out that and put that in there. So it's going to have a sort of a little pattern running down the wall there, and let's have a look. So we're going to have one of those there, and again one of those going in there. I could do with another one of those in there actually, and then take out this section here and put in a background pattern. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I don't think I've got enough of the puff bricks and blocks to do a tough section in there, which would be quite useful for the trial chamber. But I'll have to wait and see what I can find to put in there. But that's what I'm going to do. It's perhaps not very clear at the moment, so I'm going to do a little bit more work and we'll see what it looks like when I've got a little bit done. Oh! Okay, now I think I'm making some good progress. Now this little bit here is going to be a little bit different, but this is the way the walls are going to work here. So we have a torch on a solid block here. Actually, it should be there. How did that happen to get there? It's my mistake. Anyway, I've been using these tough, polished tough blocks. I don't have any more tufts, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with the rest of the tunnel all the way down here. So I might have to go and do a little bit of mining or something. But this is the way I want it to do. I don't know what I'm going to put in here yet, but I'll work out something. But I think it's starting to come together. And if we have a big grand entrance around here that we can see from the tower, that's going to be pretty good. Okay, here we are with a little bit of a progress update. We have been putting in a lot of the walls as well as having the floor completed now. And I'm slowly building up these sections here. I need to go and charge my pickaxe again, of course, and then I can take out the blocks that go sort of under here like that and replace those with wood, because when we put the ceiling in, those ones in there, look, they're going to show up behind the columns. So I'm going to go and charge my pickaxe again, and then we'll be back. But I wondered whether I can use these as little shelves and have little display stands for the things we find in the trial chamber going all the way down. You can have armour stands on here for armour, and little wooden frames for items that we find as well. Some keys, potions, heavy core, things like that. We can put all of those on little shelves as we go down. I thought that might be quite a nice little idea, rather than just having something, a pattern in the background. So let's see how that goes. Okay, now I think we have finished the tunnel down now, and we've put in all the little alcoves, and I've started putting in things like item frames where we can put things that we've got from the trial chamber, and also some armour stands where we can start displaying armour and things we've got as well. So the things I need to work on now are an entrance tower here that we can see from over at the centre of the island, and also a little room right at the very bottom down here where we can keep any bits and pieces that we need to tackle the trial chamber. So I'm going to get started on this one next, and we'll see where that takes us. Here we go. I have blocked out a little area that I want to use, and I've chosen a slightly different texture palette here, just changing up the greys a little bit. And for the walls I'd like to do something like this. So I have some pillars about that high. I think I'm going to need to take the ceiling down a little bit here, because I want to put a top of the column in there. Have the pillars going around like that. Maybe even move them in a bit, so to about here or something. So because I'd like to have a wall going around the outside. I might have that there, and then the wall going around above like this. Not sure. And then, of course, if that pillar is here like that, then we want to have the wall on this side. I've run out of bricks. Coming around like that. Something like that. So we've got those in the corners, which gives it a little bit of a relief and a little bit of detail. I think that might be quite nice. And then of course around the doorway here we'd want to have similar type of setup. So that one there wants to be one of these. Oops, didn't mean to knock that out actually. So that we have sort of an archway around the door as well. So I'm going to do a little bit of work on this, and then we'll see what it looks like again. Here we are. We now have a little preparation room, and that's looking much better than it was before. You'll have to excuse the torch in the centre. When we get some lanterns made up, I'm going to hang those from the ceiling, which was quite an interesting design. Not sure how I feel about it, but it's a bit different. But yes, this little area is finished, so we've got a little bit of food and there's a cup for a drink of water or something as well, and we've got other bits and pieces. I haven't put a flower in here yet, that's something I need to do. But other than that, it is pretty much done, so the next job is going to be the entrance gateway. I've spent a bit of time playing around in creative, and I have come to the conclusion that we need a bit more space than we've got here, so I'm going to cut down these trees and then I'm going to put a base on. Well, let's see, it starts around about here. So let's get a couple of junk blocks that we can put in. Actually, that's going to be easier to pick up again. So we're going to be putting down our tower about here, I think, and over this side. Oh, hang on, is that right? Oh no, maybe here actually, like that. So a lot of these trees are going to have to go, and I have collected together a whole load of materials in here, so I shall get on and start putting those bits together once I've cut these trees down. Wow, those two oaks were absolutely massive and took up a load of space, but they are gone now and I'll have to replace them with something at some point. And what we're going to do is we're going to start doing a little bit of work on our tower, or gateway. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these in here, and we're going to put some stone bricks on the sides, tough bricks rather, in stair form, and same on this side, and that is going to be the base of our gateway. If I can get up here. Right, we may have to do a little bit of levelling and stuff around here so that we don't oh, I'm one short there, so what do we need? I think we can use that. Yep, need one more of those, and it goes in there, and these, oh, I do need some more actually. I'm going to have a couple of, ooh, they're not showing up. Do I need to go to... Oh, hang on a minute. Let's try that. Yes, I need a couple of those. And they're going to go where this block here is. So, and then on top of that, we're going to start a pillar of mud, which is in keeping with all the other colour schemes that we've got going on the island. So now that we've started using all of those, we may as well continue. So these are going to carry on going up, and then a little way up there's going to be a big bar that goes across the top there, and that is going to be the entrance. We'll have to do something, a little bit of landscaping around here, and do something with the path as well. But I could do with some scaffolding and stuff, so I'll get on with doing this, and then we'll come back when it is a bit closer to being finished. Here we are with a quick update. So that is the size and shape it's going to be. I do need to do a few details on here, so we're going to need a few polished tough walls, and they're going to go in on here, and I think that goes up there, and these come around here like this, and then the one in the centre we're going to hang a lantern on a chain, so it needs to be a little bit higher. Just makes it a little bit more different from the rest of the surrounding blocks as well. And there's going to be lots of details going on the top up here. I'm going to put a lot of signs going along here. It breaks up the palette a little bit, which is quite nice. So, and I can't remember if I'm putting tough blocks in a stair formation here or whether it's going to be the jungle wood. So I'll have to have a quick look at the design I came up with and see what we can do with that. Okay, now we have quite a big change. We have a more or less a finished gateway, but more than that, I changed the route a little bit and demolished more forest, which I'm very sad about, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of reforesting here. The path used to come up here and then across and up here like that, and it was this kind of nice little janky path I built quite early game. But as you came up here, it gave you quite a poor perspective of the gate, and I felt it needed something a little bit grander. So what I've done is I've built this. So if we join it up over here instead as it comes along here, then at least you'll get quite a good view of the gateway as you approach it. And you can come up these steps here. There'll be lots of foliage put in along the sides here, and then you get to go down into the depths of the earth, ready to face the trials that await you in the trial chamber. So a big change again, and I think it's going to be a good idea to whiz across now quickly, take a shortcut across here and have a quick look and see what it looks like from the centre of the island. So let's follow our little footpaths around, back past our starter house, and then over here, and we're getting closer to the tower. There's our original mine. That doesn't actually go very anywhere at the moment. And here we are at the tower. So let's have a quick look and see what we can see from the top. Right, here we go. Oh, you can almost see it. Oh no, I'm going to need to do a little bit of cutting down, I think, to see if I can see it a bit more clearly. But at least we can see the top of it there. Now I was wondering about putting some campfires on the top, but I'm not sure. I think it might be a bit too much of a distraction. What do you think? If you have any ideas, then let me know in the comments. But in the meantime, I'm going to try and finish off this, and then we'll get down into that trial chamber and see if we can take on a few mobs in our leather armour and wooden tools. Right, well, let's see. Anyway, so I've probably got a whole load of stuff to drop off. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll drop all that off and I'll make my way through to the trial chamber that we're going to take on. Okay, here we are. We have a trial chamber that we haven't tried before, and it's already lighting up. What is that? Bone blocks? Oh, skellies. Oh no. My favourite. Oh, gotcha. What is that? Is that breezes? That's another skelly. Oh, it's a stray. Oh, there's powder snow down there. Oh, this is going to be fun. Actually, I'll be alright, because my leather armour will keep me nice and warm. Won't it allow me to walk on the snow? Although there's not going to be much snow left at this rate. Oh, have we done the first one? Sounds like it. Right, how do we get down there? How do we get out if I get down there? That's probably a more pertinent question. Right, okay, let's make a few steps down and then we can carry on. What is that? Oh, it's the XP. That was weird. I thought it was some creature I wasn't aware of. Yes, it's very handy having the leather armour. That is really odd. Right, let's get some loot. Oh yes, marvellous. And there's one up there as well, so I guess we will go and see if we can take that on. I wonder what it is though. Oh, it's more skellies. Ow. Ow. Oh, at least that put the flames out, I guess. Ow! Oh, someone's got a flame bow. Hope it's... Who's got the flame bow? Not you. Okay, that's good. Any more? Yeah, I can hear some skellies somewhere. Oh! Right, I wasn't expecting him to come right over the top as I was coming up. Oh, we're still not finished. That means somebody's around somewhere, doesn't it? Oh no. What? Ah, maybe he just went out of range. I think if they go out of range they can sort of despawn. There he is, look. Oh, he's lost me. Right, okay, so we've cleared out this chamber, and it wasn't too bad. Mind you, it was all bow work, wasn't it, really? So that's not too challenging. Let's try another one. Here is our next chamber, and it looks like we're starting at the bottom. It's one of those... Oh, hang on. Ooh. Oh, it's one of these. Not my favourite. Are any of them my favourites? Not with this level of armour. Right, let's eat this up. Right, and let's see what we can discover. Oh, more skellies? You're joking. You missed. More. There must be... Oh, there's one. Ouch. Any more? Yes, still some more. Oh, we're getting serious now. Okay. Oh, we've got trial key. That's pretty good. Right, let's go and collect the loot that was dropped down here. Oh, it's not too much, is it? And let's go up a level. Actually, I thought that was quite fun. Oh, I'm running out of blocks, aren't I? Well, I've got quite a lot of wood that I can rely on, so it shouldn't be too bad. How's my armour? Armour, weapons, all fine. What have we got this time? More skellies! You couldn't make it up, could you? Oh, gotcha. One more. Ouch. There we go, we're not doing too badly considering, are we? Right, what have we got up here? Oh, is there two? That's a skelly. And that's a skelly too. I'm not sure we want to do two of these at the same time. Oh my goodness, look at all that junk. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a blockade so I can't see that one there, and then we'll take on one at a time, I think. Because otherwise it's going to be a bit too much. Or is it? No, let's just go for it. Oh, can't get up. Ow! Whoa! Skellies galore. Whoa! Someone's got some knockback. I could do with a little bit of a rest. Nope, not getting that. Watch I don't lose too much health. Where is he? Oh, he's gone. Well, that was a bit more intense. Did I get that one? I can't remember if I picked it up or not. Oh, we got that one. And we've reached the top level. Yay! That's pretty good. I'm not sure there was much more that we did actually. I think that's pretty much all the chambers that I'd found. So I would say that was a pretty good little experiment in how well we can deal with a trail chamber with wood and leather armour. Now, while you weren't looking, I changed the ceiling design here because it was all jungle wood, and I think it looks a little bit better with a slightly more contrasty brick material that ties in with the rest of the tunnel here. But also I have started putting down some new bits and pieces that we found in the trial chambers, and that includes some armour that we got off the skellies that we fought today as well, so, and including a power 1 bow which they dropped. So it's all starting to come together. Well, that turned out more successfully than I expected, especially the trial chamber battle at the end. Thank you all for watching today. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. So, have fun, and see you later.